Good morning. We are going to talk about a little bit about how we view the training world and some of the things that are kind of changing in the training world, like corrective exercise and things of this nature, which we're a big fan of. Like, we love that people are using rice buckets, things like that. It's awesome. People are being proactive about their health, and we can definitely get behind that because it's our passion. The devil is in the details, however. So finding somebody that has a very knowledgeable eye is very helpful. Somebody that's like obsessed, I might be one of those people, about understanding what we're affecting. So we were going to talk today a little bit about the shoulder and how prevention and performance are a bit entwined. And that's kind of how we view this whole world, is that we think that treatment and training are really pretty much the same thing. And that's more how we should view it rather than just fitness, general moving. So we're going to talk about external rotation of the shoulder and the lack of external rotation of the shoulders and what the implications might be to your health and then / performance. So last year when we were working on the Old Man Lightning project with John Sherman, John was trying to repeat a notorious climb in Yosemite Valley. And one of the biggest things that was limiting him at the hardest part of the climb was his lack of external rotation at the shoulder. So we had to gain him some external rotation. And by the way, if you are a climber and you do the little band exercises, thinking that's going to be substantial enough to give you your ER, your external rotation, think again. You need to go bigger. So if we were talking about pain, maybe that's a different thing. If we were talking about, getting someone out of pain as opposed to a high-performing climber or gymnast or somebody like that really needs their shoulders to be strong and stable. So, so with John, every time he would go for the lightning bolt on Midnight Lightning, he didn't have this ability to do this with his arm. So he would lean his entire body out so that he could get his hand back to the lightning bolt. And he would fall at that point because all of his mass was coming out the back. So that's some of the performance side of it. And then incidentally, the lack of external rotation at the shoulder is deeply correlated to medial epicondylitis and a lack of supination at the wrist. So if you have some thumb issues or if you have a hot elbow, it's very likely that it's upstream at your shoulder. So that's how the two, prevention and performance, are really the same thing. So that's just a little insight into how we see this world. Same thing goes for running. Lack of dorsiflexion, it's a big deal. Lack of rocker at the forefoot, lack of ankle rocker. All of these things have big implications. Finding a knowledgeable community to help you along with sort of sorting out some of these details is hugely beneficial to prevention and to performance. So just so happens that we obsess about this and we love athletes. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye.